Well, hello, and welcome back to episode 4 of our Phoenix Coyotes Dynasty mode. Now, in this video today, our goal is going to be to make it to the 15th. So we're going to watch at least one of these games, probably one of these two games against the Ducks, or one of the games against Colorado. We'll see how we sim, and yeah, see how the team's doing. So far, let's look at the team standings here early through the season. We're just going to stick to the West. So if we look at the West, we are currently looking like a playoff team, which isn't terrible, but again, we're only 11 games through the season and things can change. We can go on a heater or a big cold streak. Now, scoring 28, allowing 28, I don't know what to think about that. We don't have the as in-depth analytics as we do today, I don't believe. So let's see where our issues are coming here. Only 3 power play goals for 10% penalty or power play. 7th in the West, so I figure we'll be around average here as well. Yeah, we're about middle of the pack, again, early in the season, so there's not much to take out of this. Again, a 91%. How many, penalty kill opportunities have we had, right? Like, you look at Chicago and you're going, okay, this is a good penalty kill. But then you look at San Jose, Atlanta, like, there's a lot to be desired there. There's a few more chances. Again, a team like Toronto, Edmonton, you're starting to solidify more your percentages, but still very early in the season. See, we've been shorthanded quite a bit. We've allowed quite a few power play goals now. I wonder how many of those are because of games we've watched. So we will take some of these percentages with a grain of salt. Jesus. 7. That's quite the streak early in the year. But there we go. We can look at our player stats. Sorted by team here. Phoenix will be closer to the bottom. Here we go. Man, these things are a lot more simpler these days. I guess you take sometimes this technology for granted. Here we go. Tyson Nash is where we start. 1 goal, and it was in the last video. -2, not good. Not good either, but we are dealing with injuries, and some of these guys are not our everyday players, like a Chris Gratton +1. He's not here for points. 11 penalty minutes, not terrible. Like this is where you want a guy like Chris Gratton, right? Only lost 13 faceoffs so far this year. More giveaways than takeaways, even though there's not a big sample size. That's what you like to see, especially out of a guy who's going to be on your 3rd and 4th line. Max is almost a goal a game, which is tremendous. Let's go through some more of these guys here. Yeah, that's a good line, +7 if it's all there. Mike Keane, -3, struggling out of the gate. Right, like 5 points for Mike Sillinger. That's not great. But then Mike Johnson, even though he hasn't scored, is taking a lot of penalties, which isn't great. But you expect a goal to go in at some point. Is he shooting the puck a lot? 19 shots. Okay. Again, these are the guys I was saying earlier that might be trade pieces. These are guys that, if we're not doing well, even if we are doing well, you might want to look at moving on from them. Not looking great early to start the season. Right, for a free agency pickup, +2 isn't terrible. No goals, but he's a defenseman. Hits, not bad, not great. Definitely a big minutes guy. Again, Palmar is going to have similar to Oleg, yeah. Shane Doan's hurt. But that line might not work, so we might have to truly look at improving our second line once it's healthy, because everyone on that line's a minus. Like, I don't think I want to mess with that first line just yet, especially with Gagne already with 9 points. Max is basically a goal a game. So you don't necessarily want to mess with that just yet. So we'll start the simulation here. I already went ahead and did this month's schedule for the guys, so this is the practice layout for the month. And we're going to get our first game on the road here. Do we have any new health? Anyone healthy? Does not seem like it. Dona's hurt, Grattan's still out. Huh. Very unfortunate. Make sure Boucher's in net. We'll get that. There we go. And we get a loss. Not surprising against a much superior Colorado Avalanche team. But on a back-to-back here, we're going to play Ryan Miller at home, and then we're going to let Boucher play the road game. And we get another loss. Unfortunate. That is 4 in a row. Oops. Now, how much of this do we want to attribute to injuries? I am not sure just yet. But we are not in a great position. Anywho, maybe a watched game will change our fortunes here. I'm going to change that once the game starts. Did not mean to put myself in here. Alright, let's pause it and fix it up. There we go. What is going to be the final score? Who's going to win the game? I don't know. I'm hoping Phoenix. And I think we're going to win 4-2. I think Fedorov is going to be a difference maker. I don't know why they're showing Shane Doan highlights. He's not even in the game tonight. He will be resting somewhere, hopefully in the press box. But here we go. Go, Phoenix, go. As Peter Sikora is going to pass it down to Jaguar as it bounces off Ruslan Saleh, and here comes Prospel. Vinny Prospel takes a big slap shot to start the game, as we have a hard time breaking it out of our zone, as Sandis Ozanic is going to bring it in back to Peter Sikora for a dump and chase. Ooh, on the net. We drew a penalty in front of the net. And that was a great opportunity for Peter Sikora early in the game. Fedorov gets robbed by Brian Boucher early here. And we are going to have an early penalty kill as some needless roughing in front of the net there. As Fedorov's going to bring it in, Lankow's going to pass it to Davidovsky, who just gives it right off. But they're going to take an early offside here, so we are safe for now. As here comes Stanislav Chistov. Chistov puts it on net. In front of the net as well. No play. Vishnevsky. Big save by Brian Boucher. And here comes Barahowski, who's going to clear it here. And some decent forechecking as he can get a good hit off, as we have a 3-on-3 here. Andy McDonald with a big slap shot, and that's going to get stopped by Boucher to the point. Keith Carney to Rob. I'm not even sure how to say that. but he buries it. And it's a 1-0 game for the Ducks as we are just getting dominated early on here. As Rob Niedermeyer wins a draw to Dan Bilesma, again to Chistov, who puts it on net. Saved by Boucher. He's had his work cut out for him early on here. And we're going to go offside. Here we go. Nagy gets some momentum going. Big shot blocked right in the face. Steve Ruchin picks it up. Interesting to see he went back to Anaheim. Balasevich. Okay, thank you for telling me how to say that name. Rob Balasevich, who scored the goal earlier. And here comes Steve Ruchin on a nice breakout pass by Peter Sikora. And Soleil's going to get robbed there by Brian Boucher, and he's just going to ice it on his own. He's had enough of what he's seen. He's putting things into his own hands here early. Here we go, big defensive draw, and we lose it to Samuel Folson. On the net, Boucher gets a good bounce on that one. Cleary's going to dump it, and we are going to have another icing here. No attempt for any breakout here early on from Phoenix, as they are just happy getting hemmed in their own zone by the first line of Anaheim's. Here comes Tyson Nash. He's on a breakaway. He puts it on net right away. And that's a save by Jaguar. We may have a hard time scoring on Jaguar here, especially with not having a full healthy team. Here comes Mike Keane to Kolonos. He's doing his best. He's a one-man army out there. He's doing a 1-on-3. Here comes Brian Savage, who's getting pushed around by Santos Ozelin. And that's what the Riverboat Gambler did best right there. Just take it up. Chistov, Bilesma puts it on. We may get a partial break here for Cleary. Gets it in front of Palmara, who gets a good backhander off. And here we go. Here comes Chistov as it gets stripped away by Mike Johnson. Mara with a big slap shot from the point. See, I think they had Ice Cube back in 2003. They didn't even need to add it in 2025. It's probably where he took a majority of his shots in his career, just walking in, taking clappers from the point back in this day. And Mara's going to clear it for another icing here. And Sillinger is going to get the big defensive draw here. Will he do something? Time will tell. He skates behind the net and does absolutely nothing. And at the end of the period, we'll draw before they can do anything. 1-0, and we are getting dominated. If they had the time on attack stat in this game, man oh man, would it not favor us at all. 10-4 the shots, not what you want to see. Here we go. Mike Keane to Tyson Nash. Behind the net. Good forecheck there. Big shot block there. And Peter Sikora gets it back. Here we go on a breakout. Here comes Kolonos. Oh, he would have had a full breakaway there. And he passes it back into our zone as no one is there. Barahowski is just not getting off the ice. Here comes Mike Keane. And here comes Anaheim once again. Here we go. Break opportunity here, and he's going to get hit and lose the puck. We got to fight. Keith Carney and Paul Mara. Let's go. Change the momentum. Set the tone here. Let's get Phoenix going. Right here, right now. Wow. I don't think there was much that needs to be said about that performance by Paul Mara. Jeez. Oh, jeez. What the fuck was that? As we lose another face-off. Jason Crow. Wow, that's a name. Don't recognize the Smirnoff guy. Definitely a name I don't recognize. Good defensive effort here by the boys as they try to get a breakout here. He can pass it up to Nagy. There it is. Nagy's going to pass it around the net to himself. To the point. Ferentz puts it on. That could have been tipped. Nice opportunity. And Fedorov is just going to skate by all these guys. Pass it up to Peter Sikora. Get a nice shot on the net there. And here comes Radivizovic. Yeah. Sure, I butchered that name in 6 different ways. Simo Gagne almost scores that one. And here we go. Breakout opportunity here for Phoenix. Will we do anything? Probably not. We haven't gotten much momentum this evening. But an Afiniganov breakaway is a nice opportunity, but he does not bury it. So we are back to square one here. Barahowski to Afiniganov, down to Oleg, to Keane, puts it on, big save by Jaguar. Here might be an opportunity as Anaheim calls to put on a tired line. We have fresh legs, let's use this to our advantage and hopefully get a good goal. Sammy Paulson, down to Smirnov. Big hit there by Ferentz. Oh, that was Vandenan. Sorry, my bad. Here comes Kalanos. He does nothing. May have had a better opportunity. He could have held on to it a second longer, but you can't blame him for getting it off with some time on the clock. We come down to this 20-minute period. Can we score? Will Anaheim pull ahead? Let's go. Pick it up, boys. Let's go, Phoenix. Find it in yourselves to win this game on a 4-game losing skid. And Danny Cleary's just and here comes the rematch. It's your time to shine, Paul Mara. Finally change the momentum in this game for your side. Don't get your shit kicked in again. Big strike by Keith Carney there. Things don't look so great for you, Paul. Yeah. Okay, Sillinger. Just get hooked away from the puck. Don't worry about it. It's okay, we can get away with it too. Just take penalties. That's the name of the game. You won't get called for it. Mostly. Oh, nice pass. That slipped through. But we don't seem to be getting any offense, just pass coming in through the blue line and putting it on net. This is not how you win hockey games. You don't just walk in and shoot from the blue line. And they can't win any face-offs. No offensive draws, no defensive draws. Again, more shots from the point. No attempts at setting anything up. Shooting from behind the net now. Man, oh man, what is this team doing? They do not deserve to win this game. That's for sure. Anaheim has definitely earned the victory and outplayed us in most facets of the game. We just have more aggressive hitting. Again, he's got two guys with him, and what does he do? He dumps it against the boards to himself. This is very frustrating offense here from the Phoenix Coyotes. Oh, wow. He just shot it right at Boucher. What is he doing? Oh man, you're lucky that doesn't connect. What a putrid excuse of a team. Nothing has gone right for these guys. They can't do anything right, it seems like. They're just outclassed in every single metric of the game. Oh, and they're just gonna come down and score here as the net is pulled. Interesting. Let's see if they can do anything here with the puck. They haven't done anything all game, and I doubt it's gonna start with a minute to go in the third period. Just more shots from the point. That's all we're gonna see this game. And they're gonna fight for a third time? You didn't learn your lesson the first two times. Great. And for the third time, Paul Mara just gets completely lopsided. Oh. Oh my god, that was almost our best chance. And I don't think I even would have reacted. I'm more surprised that it hit the post than anything. What a disappointment of an effort there by your Phoenix Coyotes. No words justify the excuse of a game you just watched. Wow, that guy took a picture with his glasses on? Respect. Yeah, Brian Boucher deserves all the flowers for that game. He's the only reason we were in it. Jaguar made the 20 easiest saves of his NHL career. All he had to do was put his pads down, because that's the only place we shot it all damn night. Man, oh man.